Great to be here. First of all, huge congratulations to Spain. By the way, they are the deserved winner in today's game. And you're talking about them finding the spaces, and this is what Argentina has been. They has been all over the places in the past four matches that we have seen. They're going into the knockout round one after the other. Every single game, you see Argentina showing up in the later parts of the stages, while
Yeah.
they were hugely competed by all of these teams. Tonight was a different game. I do not want to call this game as a match because in no ways this was a match on a pitch. Argentina did not show up to play football. There was only one team that was playing football, and that was Spain. And they had got Argentina by the balls. In every single scenario, whenever Argentinian players used to get the balls, we know how good of a player is Enzo Fernandez
Yeah.
when he gets on the ball. McAllister as well in the build-up play. Paredes when he later came on in the second half. All of those passing lanes were so efficiently and so easily, should I say, cut
Yeah.
off by the relentless work rate of Fabian Ruiz, Rodri. You have to give the credit to Olmo and the dropping Oyarzabal, who was playing as a
As an
first time.
Argentinian fan, what was going through your mind? I mean, I can understand if you were getting frustrated, but you also know that the team wakes up late. Even after
Yeah.
the 105th minute goal, you could not have written off
I
Argentina. If there was another goal coming, people would have taken it. They would have believed it.
Absolutely. See, there could have been a moment where Simeone could have blasted that similar kind of shot that Ferran Torres scored. It may
Yeah.
have been a 1-1 and maybe they would take the game to penalties. But after that red card, I seriously lost all kinds of hope. I felt like it's now or never for Spain. And you know what I said after the game when it all happened, it finished, Spain actually won. I said if you conduct the game another 10 times, Spain will win the next 10 times. There is not going to be even a
Yeah.
single scenario in which playing like this, Argentina can win. Spain were deserved winner. Talk about the game that Rodri had. Ferran Torres, what a statement. What a redemption from the guy who was suffering from mental problems and all. He went off football, tried to get the strength
Yeah.
inside him, and then he comes off and does that. Absolutely beaten, thoroughly beaten, disappointing from Argentina. Obviously, there's a whole context of Lionel Messi's last game. We wanted, as Argentina fans, to see him leave the best of the best levels with the FIFA World Cup. There's more of a disappointment of Messi leaving rather than Argentina losing as a true Leo Messi fan. But
Yeah.
then you cannot take anything away from this Spain performance because they were so good. You play
You're
the next
absolutely
games
right. You just
10
can't
times,
do it.
they're
You
going to
just
win
can't do
10.
it. I think the operative part that you've said, Zishan, is the fact that if this match had been replayed 10 times, we know who would have come out there on top.
Yeah, I think starting this World Cup campaign when Spain started, everybody thought that they would be blasting it off like the 2024 Euros. That they started with a perfect setup, a good team where they which plays simple football with two winger setup. Everybody knows what the role and the job and responsibilities are there. But the opening game against Cabo Verde shocked everyone that it seems like this could be a different story. But
Cabo Verde
that
shocked
is
Argentina also, pretty much did the
exactly.
job.
So that was a Cabo Verde story coming out from this
Yeah.
World Cup altogether. But as this tournament, I think, went on by stages, by matches, we got to see the real, again, the Spanish side coming up with a lot of youngsters, bringing in that talent with experienced team, with an experienced manager coming up with this bunch of lads who fondly call the youngsters, calling him their father, the
Yeah, he was
father
the
and
father
the
figure. That's what Peter
yeah.
Drury kept on saying last night. And I was thinking that it's so important for this connect to be there because he's literally groomed them from a very young age. And that's important.
Absolutely, and this is where I think the coaching works. Where we saw how a good coached, I can say it outrightly, this was the best coached side we have seen for the past three World Cups. So I think this is the biggest takeaway that we can take from a Spanish side who just came in, went ruthless, played simple football, and won the World Cup.
You know, when
But
they announced the golden ball, the cameras were cutting to Lionel Messi. It's as if
Yeah.
everybody thought, okay, he's lost, but let's just still give him, the golden ball. Anyway, yeah, Shamik, please
Yeah.
complete your thoughts.
So at 19 years of age, you are in the starting lineup of the biggest game on this planet. I think we were discussing on our stream as well, where we had a discussion like what Fabio Cannavaro did in that 2006 season, his stats, which led him to eventually winning him the Ballon d'Or. If we put this Kubasi performance of the World Cup, it could be equivalent or even better than that. And to do all of that at 19 years of age, boy oh boy, this is special. I think it'll take a generation to happen something like this ever again.
Seeing the next Vidic, are we seeing the next Carlos Puyol, the next Sergio Ramos in the shape of Pau Kubarsi? the one who's actually going to, I think Laporte had a great and an easy time because he had such a great defending partner with him.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think when there's a footage of Sergio Ramos when there's a tackle of Enzo on Kubarsi, I guess, when Sergio Ramos is in the stands, like, oh come on, what is happening? So
Yeah.
that is again, I think he found the Sergio Ramos on the pitch who could not play. But I think this is a legacy of Pau Kubarsi himself. He's the first Pau Kubarsi to be standing there, and he has made an easy job, not for just his partner in Americ Laporte, who himself was phenomenal. We had a lot of people commenting on a regular basis that uh, they are blessed that they could see Emerick Laporte at 33 ball this much. But
All
we
right.
have seen him since the Manchester City days. We know how good of a player he is, and all of them coming together with a well coach under De La
It
Fuente.
was a
It,
heartwarming
it was.
moment. You had
Yeah.
David Villa who was getting in. Every other move, you had Xavi Hernandez who was, trying to get up, and they were all really excited. It's as if, they were right there on the sidelines, not sitting in the VIP boxes.